Did I get your title right? ED?
Are
Are you President CEO?
Yes.
CEO of EC3. Chris Chopik here at IIDEX Green Building Festival, and we're talking to Andrew Bowerbank from EC3, President and CEO. Now, you've been working on electric vehicles previously as the Executive Director of the World Green Building Council. You were working on sustainable buildings. Can you tell me a little bit about how these two, big pieces of our energy consumption are coming together to a sustainable future?
Yeah, we were just talking a second ago with the home builders and the importance of making sure that the building infrastructure and the people that are involved in that process really have an understanding for the first time interacting with the automotive sector. It's a very dynamic opportunity. We're talking about a few projects in Canada that are actually working on this, Hudson and others, but we also look at the leadership from the U.S. in this area. One of the largest builders down in the U.S., KV Homes, have committed to make a plug-in ready house program so that builders and buyers understand the opportunities as they purchase new cars that are plug-in and can they plug into their house. They have a new subdivision down in the U.S., 8,000 homes that are going to be all plug-in ready. So we have the charging stations from GE and Siemens and others that will work with our Canadian leaders like Hudson and others and the Home Builders Association build, and hopefully cross-border opportunities will ensue to really transform this marketplace.
So the future then of real estate and automotive is bringing a lifestyle choice together. So it's a sustainable lifestyle choice, which is your house, where you live, and your modality, the way you get around and what you do when you get home. All of that comes together in a single value proposition. Is that the future of our lifestyle marketplace?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I think if you think about it, we've always talked about the idea of the triple bottom line. The idea of social, environmental, and economic. And up until recently, that's really been sort of theory. But now, all of a sudden, theory is becoming practice, where you need to think of the economics, obviously, with our climate right now. The environment is very important to people, but now that social factor is really becoming an integral part to what we're trying to do.
And in terms of shifting demographics, some would say they see resistance from Zoomers, and some would say that the Zoomers are great saving grace because they're getting grounded in the attitudes they had in the 70s. What do you see the future of luxury meeting this sustainability market?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. My background in industrial design, the whole idea of luxury and design and using that to shift the market. If we're talking about electric vehicles, that's what happened in the 80s when we shifted from the carburetor to the fuel injection system. It was the luxury vehicle manufacturers like Mercedes and Audi and these guys that created that product. And then all of a sudden the market shifted. Now every car has that. If you think about it with the plasma screen TVs 5 years ago when they first came in the market, $20,000 for one unit. Now you can get one for $100,000. So you have to allow that sort of luxury market opportunity to develop so that supply and demand can be there at the right time.
Excellent. Well, thanks very much for your time today.
No problem.
Cheers.